Hey, what's up YouTube? Steamtown Gamer here, and I am back. Now, I am rocking Resistance 2. Now, I had to literally blow the dust off this game in order to play it. This is a sequel to Resistance Fall of Man, which I've mentioned before that game is one of the first PlayStation 3 games that you could purchase. It was quite often a bundle. The first bundles you could buy when the PlayStation 3 came out. There was maybe about 20 games on its first launch, and Resistance Fall of Man was one of them, and this is of course the sequel. The graphics are so different from number 1, 2, and 3, it's hard to believe that they're all on the same console. Now, this is basically brought by popular demand. I've received a few different comments from people asking me to play number 2 because I did a good job at number 1, and at some point we'll be playing number 3. I personally love number 3 the best, but we're going to go ahead and start with number 2. Now, this takes place almost immediately after the first game. Now, we play as Nathan Hale. Now, Nathan Hale is one of the few and only people who survived the virus. He's got some sort of protein in his system which allows him to roll along the chain. So these games were simply awesome when they came out, and I loved the online capabilities. I mean, I'm not much of an online gamer, but these games I played more of ever. All three of them I played online, but the servers have been dead, and they've been down for a very long time.
Get off me! Easy, Sergeant! It's harmless!
Relax, they're the good guys, they just wanted to knock him out temporarily. They're the good guys.
I apologize for the sedative, but until we know how far along you are, we have to consider you a threat. I'm Major Richard Blake, Director of Advanced Tactical Ops at SERPA.
Where are you taking me?
SERPA Research Facility in Iceland. Survivors of Project Abraham undergo mandatory testing before entering the mainland. It's just protocol, Sergeant. Answers will come in due time.
I may have exaggerated. That cutscene happened immediately after the first game. It's actually a couple years later, and he's basically been in a coma, a medically induced coma for 2 years, and they've experimented on him. Not because they're the bad guys. That's the reason he was probably unconscious, so they couldn't feel a lot of the pain. This is
tower, come in!
After this tutorial mission. So we're on the ground now. Basically, the shit has hit the fan. Well, he's been over in Europe fighting the Cameron. They've launched a full-out attack on the US.
Follow me. We have to find a way inside the base.
They've launched a full-out attack. They've launched a full-out attack on the US, and they're hitting the US with the big guns. Like, literally, look at the size of that fucking thing. That is I don't even know what to call that thing. A giant robot. I mean, if you woke up and you saw one of them, I mean, just what can you do exactly? I mean, it would be basically the end of all worlds. You would have to hit it with serious firepower. We're gonna need like nukes and shit.
Tactical lesson we learned from
And then you detonate it.
secondary fire is right
I
beneath the
love
trigger.
this
Use
weapon.
that to detonate the rounds. The Lark. At this range, it should be able to take out.
So this game is very different compared to the all three. We see a lot of Camerons, a lot of subspecies of Camerons that aren't in the first or third game, and we do get introduced to a lot of new weapons. But what's weird is that in the first game you could have as many weapons as you want, and same again with the third game. But in the second game, you can only have 2 weapons at once, and that sucks donkey. It sucks. It really does. I hate it. Oh yeah, we're supposed to blow one of these things up. If that's all it takes, then it would take to take one of those things down, then one would think we could still keep kicking them. So we've got his attention. It's trying to shoot us if we don't get the fuck out of here.
Grab the bullseye off that hybrid. Nice work, Sergeant. Let's move.
Where are we going?
Now he is capable of fast healing. This is a side effect of him being infected. The Cameron have the ability to heal really fast, but they are prone to overheating. For some reason, Nathan Hale, who is the main character who I'm playing as, is somewhere in between fast healing,
Stay
but
close
it's
and watch your back.
not fast
Now
enough
that the
so it
wall's
doesn't
down, they can
affect his
flood in
core
any
temperature.
second. Over here. Major, we've lost Lima team. Repeat, Lima is down. We have a breach point at the east wing. Damn it. Hale, find some cover. We've got heavy incoming.
So what's really cool about the storyline, I'll keep going. So what's really cool about the storyline is that despite all the efforts in the first game, it did jack shit, and same again with the third game. The second game, the whole idea is that they find a cure for the Cameron, and then victory would be essentially assured. That's not the case. I mean, which I'll eventually get around to the third resistance, but ultimately there's no real point to a lot of what we do. The Cameron basically win. This is a huge spoiler alert for the if you're just getting in touch with the Resistance Full of Man universe, but everything is pointless. The Cameron basically take over 99% of world's population. Literally 99% of the world's population is either infected or dead. That's it. There are small colonies. That's it. I wanted to switch weapons. So one of my favorite weapons is the bullseye here.
He's
I hate the fact that you drop the weapon. That sucks. It really does. I don't know why they changed it for the second game, but they do fix it again in the third one. So you can pick this game up from any second-hand store. I'm obviously referring to the game, probably the best place to find it. You're definitely not going to find a new copy. There's barely no places but you can pick this up probably easily second-hand for less than $20, sitting in any discount bin. And it simply is a good game. Of course it is, because it's on my channel. Until I do a segment for bad games, I'm just going to play games that I like, and chances are you're going to like them too if you're watching my channel. You know, just the logic in that. Take that asshole out. Moving on. So the graphics are just significantly improved compared to the first game. It's just hard to believe that they're on the same console. And then again, the third one has incredible graphics as well. And once again, you can't just compare the two.
This is it. We found it.
So this is a weapon. That's one of the other experiments. I really don't know who that guy is. It's been some time since I've played the Resistance Fallen Man game.
Fine, just do it. You understand, the containment shielding will be lowered. Now enter Alpha Echo 7 Echo 4.
They accidentally released him. He was another experiment. Or perhaps he was one of the head researchers who became infected.
Back up! Back up!
They are calling to us. Can you hear them? It is beautiful.
All units, this is Blake. We have a code black. Daedalus has escaped. Airhawks divert all ordnance to South Wing Grid A through D. Repeat, South Wing is now the primary target. All ground units, seal the South Wing exits. Follow me, Sergeant.
So you really gotta love these kinds of games. I love old games, new games. I love all video games, and I don't really care if they're brand new or 20 years old. A fun video game is just that, a fun video game. And I don't see why we have to have state-of-the-art graphics. I'm not one to care about graphics, but good graphics are just like gravy to it. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to shoot that barrel there. I knew that barrel would go off, but I didn't hit it.
Active. Put me through to the Kappa CO. We can't locate him, sir. He's either out of range or KIA.
So in the second game, they have removed the health units. He had a small bar with 4 little units in it that he could find health upgrades. Obviously, they've used the concept of just staying low, staying quiet to get your health up and going again. Now that's a concept of that is because he is infected and is now receiving the benefit of becoming a Chimeran.
Stay close. We need to stay together.
But oh fuck, I screwed. Basically, when you shoot it, you alert it of your location, and that's what happened. I didn't run. I got killed by that tank thing, that big ass robotic tank.
Still active. Put me through to the Kappa CO.
I think he called it a stalker.
He's either out of range or KIA. Target the exhaust ports.
I could only shoot one. I tried to aim for both of them. You just saw that.
Stay close. We need to stick together. Come on, let's move. Hale, we gotta go.
Oh shit. Oh, that's a smaller one. That's a smaller one.
Airfield's on the other side of this gorge.
Major, this is Malikov. The soldiers outside the south wing have been killed. I am afraid it is likely that Daedalus escaped.
Copy that. We'll begin an aerial search
Oh,
when the
shit.
evac is complete. Get your plane gassed up and ready for takeoff.
So this game is, when you complete a level, you earn points, and then at the end of the game, you can redeem those points and
Airfield's on the other
exchange for
side of this
cheats,
gorge.
such as unlimited ammo. You can start off with all the weapons. You could start off with enemies having human weapons as well. That's one of the cool cheats. I fucking died again. I can't believe I did that. Just a ton of cheats that are really fun.
Airfield's on the other side of this gorge.
Major, this is Malikov. The soldiers outside the south wing have been killed. I am afraid it is likely that Daedalus escaped.
Copy that. We'll begin an aerial search when the evac
Oh
is complete.
shit. Oh, that's the third time. Come on. Okay, I just got to follow this guy and follow what he's doing. I'm obviously fucked that up too much. You know, Resistance Fallen Man 2, it's just a really fun game. It's a PlayStation exclusive. Now, that's almost hard to say nowadays because they rarely make exclusives because it's just a
Copy
big
that. We'll begin an aerial search when the
waste
evac is
of
complete.
not exactly
Get your
waste of
plane
money,
gassed up and
but
ready for takeoff.
there's a potential of losing money. And for some reason, Resistance Fallen Man is a PlayStation 3 exclusive. They basically told Xbox 360 at the time, no, you're not having it. They had Halo. Sony at one time had Resistance Fallen Man. It was their Halo in a sense. But of course, as the game companies started producing games left and right, it sort of got drowned out as a old, you know, has-been game. But I guess it could be picked up with graphics. Now, I believe this is the location where we take out the other two ports. Now, I did see the rocket launcher around here somewhere. I believe it has been knocked out of place due to the fact that I nailed it with the... Oh, no, wait, here we go. I've got it. Shit. It must have automatically... I did take out two. That was its exhaust port. For some reason, always killing an exhaust port blows up things. So stalkers are in the third game, but you don't get to fight them in the same sense. So that does kind of suck. I guess in the third game they made things really realistic. They tried to make it more realistic, so one person taking out a huge machine like that just seems a little far-fetched at best, but it was still pretty good. Now, I believe, if I recall, it's not just finding the cure for the Chimeran virus. It's about destroying some machinery on one side of the country, but by doing that, they opened up the beginning for the third one, because when they thought they were doing something bad, they actually helped the Chimeran. I'll get to that.
Malikov was just saying how lucky we are that you survived London.
So, where are we headed?
Serpa 3. It's a facility near San Francisco. Malikov's got to run some tests on you, and you'll join the others.
Others?
The Sentinels.
I think you just figured out that it's kind of one of those that we just saw, the big bloaty things. He's infected, but he's not turning. He's turning into something else. So 2 years later, now this is what I'm talking about.
Yes, Doctor. They're not binding to
He's basically been in a coma.
Give him 10 milligrams adrenaline. Once his metabolic rate is raised, the virus will multiply exponentially. He'll be dead in 19 hours, or worse. He'll end up like Shepard.
We do not know that. Nothing has gone as expected with this one. He may surprise us. Now, wake him up, Doctor.
San Francisco, California. 1953.
Inform Sentinel Team Echo. I'll finish up here. Lieutenant Hale, you'll be pleased to know the operation was a success.
Lieutenant, the Major expects us in TACCOM. Is he cleared, Doctor?
Yes, Sergeant. Nathan, whatever happens, you must come back for your inhibitor treatment. Do you understand?
Yes, Doctor.
So he's got to take the pills to stop him from turning.
This way, sir. Hawthorne and Capelli are fighting off a breach in B level, but Blake wants us down in TACCOM. It's a condition black.
Deceased. These are probably other people who were just like him. Maybe. So Dr. Malikov, he's in the third game as well. Yeah, he's just in the third game. He is a super genius. He takes any kind of science and he just sticks his fingers in it. It's crazy. This game is just really far out. I might see if there's a Facebook page. I'm going to log on to Facebook right here, right now.
Get me a visual on Capelli. Verify containment at B level.
We just lost his visual, sir. Corporal, this is command. Do you have containment on B level?
Negative, command. They've reached one of the lower
So this is an underwater base.
We read
That's
you, Echo 3.
partially
Take your team up
on
to
the surface,
and get
and
those
a lot of
batteries
it is
out.
under
Send
the
Hale to
surface
plug the lead.
for some reason.
Com 2.
It's
Get them some
basically
support
on the
and
coastal
initiate
line.
lockdown. B
Let's
level
get your gear on, Lieutenant.
They're
Hale,
under
you're
attack
gonna
and
move
are
up floor by floor and
evacuating.
clean them out. We've got enough
The
air to
city
last
is.
2 days if we have
Major,
to.
there's something outside the glass.
Seal the shutters now! Enter Kraken! Hale, find that breach! Everyone out! Move!
So that was a Kraken. That is or at least a live one. That is the first and only time in the game that we see a live Kraken. There is one in the third game, but it's dead. So the second game is unique because we see a lot of variations of Chimeran that we don't see in the first and third game. And they pretty much show a lot of them right here in front of us.
Help!
But as I was saying before,
Help, I can't
this,
hold.
check it out.
There's something down there.
This guy's trying to save someone else. Ooh.
Command, be advised. We have visual confirmation of Furies in the base.
Furies.
We need echo ranging in all lower decks.
So these Chimeran are completely aquatic by nature. They do not come onto land. They constantly swim around. They are, yeah, aquatic. That's it. They don't come out.
Evacuate along Route Blue. Emergency containment protocols will commence in 30 seconds.
I was saying before that half this base is underwater. It's a series of sheds and storage facilities on the surface, and then it heads into the coastal line where for some reason is underwater. And the reason that we got even woken up is because the city of San Francisco is now under attack, and we have to evacuate. That's why he was woken up. But he He's only there to wake up to fight. The idea is he would fight a little, then come back for his inhibitors. To at which, of course, things did not go according to plan. Oh yes, the hedgehog grenades. They are by far my favorite weapon, favorite grenade in the game. Possibly weapon in general. I love the hedgehog grenades. They are totally tips. This reminds me a lot of when I used to play online, and I just love the online features of this game. Just head-to-head combat, or you could join a team to take out the Chimeran in order to stop like a prototype Chimeran getting made. Fight him again.
The Major said you could use a little help.
Affirmative, Hawthorne. Let's go.
Resistance. I'm just punching it in on Facebook. It's searching. Full. Oh man. Because I remember in the online game, you could earn badges for killing people. Well, not killing people, but by completing the mission. And it would actually tell you how many you had, and you can view other people's numbers as well, and they would tell you how many badges and what type. Have you killed like 3 enemies in a row? Have you killed 5 enemies in a row? Have you killed 7 and 10 enemies in a row without dying? Have you killed have you killed like 10 people per match with only grenades? Like that. It was just a really awesome match.
We've got hostiles in the pump room. Take a shot if you got it.
If I fall in that water, I'm dead. I should point out again those glowing things on their backs. Those glowing things on their back, they are cooling systems. Pick up this grenade. It basically releases a flammable gas and then ignites the gas, which explodes anything around them. Once again, a real cool grenade. It's good for killing the Chimeran, but when it came to online game, those grenades sucked unless you threw it into a room, because someone could easily just walk out of its range, because you know exactly where the grenade was. You just left the general area, so it was kind of hard to kill someone with that grenade. The hedgehog grenades were quite effective, which is why I loved them. They were next to impossible to evade once you threw them.
Echo 1, the overrides for the flood blocks are in separate control rooms. You'll have to seal both doors.
Well, another thing about these games is that when you were done playing it back in the day, I should say, when you had finished the game, all you did was start a new game and start all over again, because it was just that good. Not only that, because you can earn points by completing levels and then using the points to purchase cheats and all that, only to accelerate the game the next time you played it, it made it that much more fun to play it again.
field. Command, floodgates are secure. We have containment in the moon pool.
For some reason I thought something bad would happen. I think it's about to. Yes. Wait for it. Something bad's gonna happen. Yes. So my primary goal was to shut down the moon pool, so to stop the leaking, I guess. I don't know. So I believe we're on the surface now. We're back onto the surface.
Looks like you'll have to reach dry land without
This is just a regular warehouse. Look like they're using the the water as a sort of cooling system for a power plant.
Hale, come in. Video feeds are back online. Have you sealed the breach?
No, negative. We lost the moon pool. Chimera sent in a Kraken.
Understood. I'm issuing an evac order to all lower levels. Head to the med clinic in Sector E and extract Dr. Malikoff. We're abandoning the station.
Attention, an evacuation order has been issued to all remaining personnel. Repeat, all personnel evacuate immediately. Rendezvous at Checkpoint November.
Now I believe in here we encounter a new type of drone, attack drone, maybe.
Sir, we've just lost another Saber.
Echo 5, give me a sit rep.
The traditional 50s style sheds and bunkers.
Major problem. Coastal batteries are down and ground teams are scattered all to the east.
Give me numbers, Corporal.
Hundreds. We need support now or they're gonna roll right over us.
We got nothing but dead air from Serpa 5, Corporal. We're on our own.
Oh shit, that wasn't spotted me. It's not the best weapon to do this. This place is flooding, it's falling apart. Now, if you're thinking that you want to have a good look at that Kraken, guess what? We are going to fight it soon enough with a new experimental weapon that we will never get to play with in the third game. That's the thing about this game, that it was so well, and they should have taken the good parts out of it and put in a third. But instead, this game kind of sucks. Now, this is the new type of attack drone I was talking about. Basically, once they spot you, you are dead. I'm sorry, I didn't listen to that guy's commands. I can barely hear my TV, so I'm going to turn it up a bit, and I'm going to have to shut my mouth.
Easy, Lieutenant. Engaging that drone would be suicide. Hold still, I'll find a way to get you through.
Cameras 3, 6, 7, and 12 are live, sir.
We've got them. Copy that. Hale, I'm going to use the security feed to guide you through. Now stay low and do exactly as I say. Go left. Move, now. Take cover. Wait for my mark.
Oh wow, that was colossally stupid. I was trying to find the duck mode, you know, to stay low. Shit, that sucked. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. This time I'm just not gonna hit any said stay under the grate.
Hold position. Hold position. Move, now! Go left. See that doorway? That's where you're going. Move straight ahead and up those stairs.
Fuck those assholes. This is where we encountered more of the Furies.
I'm severing the TACCOM link, so I'll be out of radio contact. See you topside.
Now we can't kill these. But there's only one in the room, so as soon as we hit the water, it's going to start coming for us. We have to wait till it gets to its maximum point. Now. And we climb up. It's simple as that. It's just going to keep going around in circles. But as soon as we jump into the water, it's going to go straight after us. Grenade. Okay, now they're all dead. Just gotta wait for this Fury. Let's get a good look at this thing. See, nothing. You can't kill it. Just gotta wait till it heads off. Now, if we were to jump in, it would just turn right around and go straight for us, which it's going to do. We'll see if we can get a good look at it before it attacks. Whoa. Now it's gone. I don't know what happened to it. No, there it is there. We're basically heading to the surface now, I think. We're on the these sheds and facilities seem to be on the surface, so we just haven't directly come out from inside of them, but they're on normal ground. Now, if I recall, at some point we've got to get back. Oh, that's right, we're heading back to this place here.
I'm here to get you out, Doctor.
Spasiba, Lieutenant. We'll have to cross through the detention wing. Rotsuda, we must hurry.
So I was just typing something into Google, seeing if there's some sort of fan page or anything like that. That's kind of cool. I guess not. I would really love to see these games get remade on the PlayStation 4. But of course, that's probably not going to happen. This is where they're going to die. Oh yes, those. Can we pick up his weapon? I remember these. These are the heavies. Their weapons are capable of shooting through solid objects. Did I kill that Fury? I have to pick up the carbine. There's so many unlockable features as well, such as not only can you buy cheats and like little bonuses, things like that, you can unlock artwork by the creators, you know, files, dossiers, instructing people on, you know, what they actually look like. Oh shit. Look at that thing. It is ugly. Oh, I was supposed to go up here. Damn it. That was stupid. You can actually see the scratch marks in their helmet. Now, seeing this is a good indication that this is a really well-made game. I mean, they put so much effort into these tiny little things, just on their helmets and shit. You wouldn't expect that in a game so old. This game came out before 2010. This is literally where we started. Is it?
Nathan, weapon down there. That is a Serper MP-47 pulse cannon. It is our only defense against the Kraken. Wait there. The access panel to that door is up here.
So this is basically a nuclear-powered radiation pulse cannon charge gun. It is overkill. It is a one-shot, basically a one-shot, one-cell deal. You basically have to put in a nuclear battery and take it. And I believe this is some kind of elevator that's gonna. Nope. Nope.
There are furies in the water.
It's got these like red fluid-filled sacks in it. I don't know what those are. So a lot of the Chimeran are, well, at this point in the time of this game, all the Chimeran are manufactured. Eventually they are capable of reproducing on their own, but at this point they're all manufactured and installed with machinery, like what we can see here. Once the infection takes hold, there'll be a lot of free-roaming Chimeran in the third game, but right now it's just the manufactured ones, which means that they have the cooling systems, they have the weapon systems built into them. That is what they are at this point in time. Just like the Chimeran we just saw that attacked us, that is a byproduct of manufacturing. Haha, ninja. Really wish I had some other ammunition. All I've got is that bloody pulse weapon. I guess that's all I've got. It's good for 4 shots, so... I wonder if I can take out the Fury. If this doesn't sell it, nothing will. I love that sound. Here we go to the surface. So this is just how bad things are.
It is true.
You gotta move, Doctor.
I mean, look at those things. Those ships are huge, and we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Hail to
7,
command. Malakoff and I are
8,
topside. Where's my team?
9 of these things. And then we don't see them in the third game because they have no use for them anymore because most of the world is, you know, defeated. I mean, if you saw that Armada flying in the sky, you would know the world is over. There is no defense against them. Maybe nukes, but of course this is in the 1950s and they barely got a couple. Actually, the whole concept of this game is to detonate a nuke, one particular nuke in one particular location. Now, I know that we said we were going to fight the Kraken. We are not done yet. Pretty sure we've got to put this thing down.
Command, the battery's taking too much damage. I have to reset the guidance system.
How long until she can lock on?
Pretty sure we're waiting for the helicopter.
Maybe less if you can keep these hostiles off me.
I'm sending another squad to your location. Hale, get to that battery now.
Check it out. That is a massive, massive weapon. And we have to get this thing back online in order for us to get the fuck out. Ho ho ho.
Sir, we just lost AA battery 2. Recommend full evac while we still can. Negative. Focus all remaining batteries on the tail section of that ship.
I just love how fluid this thing is. That they actually did decent damage against it.
Roger that. Nice shooting, Sergeant. Be advised, you've got airborne hostiles closing in fast. Scramble your team eyes the hell out of there. Echo team, come in. We're getting
So
you
we
out
did
of there.
damage against that big ass ship, which it's still there, but it wasn't that much, and it gave away the position of this big ass gun, and now they shot back. They shot back, and now the gun is no longer useful. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to go down here. Yes we are. I was nearly about to open fire and throw a grenade and shit, but that turns out to hurt my soldiers. Oh crap. Oh what? What? Okay, that was bullshit. That was bullshit. How do you like me now, assholes? That was very fluid. I loved how I just handled that. This part is kind of a pain in the ass, if I recall. Wait. Oh, shit. Just look at that. I mean, just look at their armies, their flotilla, their everything. There's just no way humanity could really win this thing unless they have a strategic plan. We need a headshot. We can't just take pot shots. We need a headshot against these things, and that is the whole concept of the second game. I believe we detonate, this is a bit of a spoiler alert, we detonate a nuke somewhere where their main base is or something like that. Some kind of tower, but in doing so, we did something bad. I mean, we destroyed one of their facilities, but we also sped up a lot of their activities. They were doing this big ass plan, but the plan would have taken some time to take effect. But
Roger that. Secure the area.
Dr. Malikov, do you require medical?
I'm fine, thank you. Have you retrieved the viral inhibitors?
I'm sorry, sir, there wasn't time. We have orders to transport you to Bryce Canyon.
Those inhibitors are crucial to the Sentinel's survival. We cannot leave without them.
Link up with Capelli and track that ship. I'll get the inhibitors.
so we got to go back to basically the very start of where we started this new stage and receive these inhibitors, which will stop me from turning. Oh yeah. Oh shit. These are really big heavies. Wish I had a rocket launcher. I'm pretty sure there's more than one of these things as well. Look, it's smoking. We've got to hit them. In pieces. Look at that. That was fucking awesome. And there is another one. We've got to shoot those things on top. There, it's full. I've mentioned this before. the Cameron, they're capable of such rapid healing and advanced reflexes that they physically overheat and can only really exist in a snow environment. As I was saying, yeah, these guys are built for snow, below freezing conditions, and that is what they're trying to do. Once they basically wipe out everything, in the third game, this is kind of a spoiler, they start building these massive terraformers and are literally turning Earth into a snow planet, an ice planet, if you will. Now we could have run past those things and then hopped into the elevator and not face them, but you know me, I just love to kill things like that. Now we're back below the surface. Yes, we are. As you can see, we've got shallow water here and we've got some deep water, so we've got to be careful. If I recall, there's like a radio or something on.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We can hear it. Let me tell you, I love the radios that they have going, because every now and then you'll just like walk past a building and there's a radio going and there's a whole radio station of some person who is still alive and giving out a good radio show. It's just fantastic. He basically tells his story about how he's held up and what he's doing to survive. It's really cool. There's even a sad story where he overhears a conversation. He sees some fellow survivors, a boy and his father, who are out scavenging food, but they got seen by the Cameron, and he's like, "Oh my God, I see two people. Oh, I hope they're like beans. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna go over and wave and wait. Wait, the Cameron are coming. No, I can't warn them. I can't do anything." And then he's like, oh, they didn't make it. It's just this horrifically sad and very real thing that happens.
Hail to command. I've got the inhibitors.
Roger that, Lieutenant. Now evac as quick as you can. The whole building's starting to cave in.
Now, I know that this has sort of been a bit repetitive. Okay, as I was just saying, this is getting a bit repetitive. I do apologize. I really just want to show you guys one more really good thing, and that is me kicking the Cameron's ass. I'm really looking forward to showing you this thing, but we're just going to have to wait a little bit longer. It's going to come back. We're going to whip out those big ass guns, and we're going to take the Cameron, and we're going to defeat its ass.
She's about 10 clicks north of the base. I'm trailing her with a couple of ground teams.
Based on the angle this place is coming down.
We'll have heavy artillery on standby.
Oh shit. I just turned a corner and fuck, they were everywhere. Gonna wait till I heal up a bit. There we go. So this base is literally falling apart and will eventually break completely. I mean, it will flood completely. We need to save ourselves. We got to go and get there.
Warner, what's the status of the battleship?
TACOM's plotting its trajectory based on Capelli's intel. We should have a location within the hour.
Good. Scramble ground-to-air missile units. We'll need to bring that ship down.
Copy that. We're sending a VTOL to your position.
There we go. Finally. So, we've got the vials, and we're just meeting the helicopter here. Here it comes here. And then we automatically picked that up. I didn't pick that up. It automatically did it.
20 on approach. Just step back from... Oh, wait! Break off! Break off!
So we've got to look for the showings in water. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Come on. So I'm thinking about doing a speed run. If anyone has any ideas as to what game I should do a speed run on, preferably on the PlayStation 3. If you've seen a game that I've played already, you know, that's probably the best way. See a game that you like, and if you think I should attempt a speed run of it, let me know. So that one was actually considered to be small compared to the rest of them. We know that in the third game that they grow significantly larger, and they are quite rare compared to normal Camarans. They only see a fair few. They only see a few of them.
We have orders to take you north. There's a ground convoy waiting to take us into Grey territory.
Good. Let's move.
I don't even think that they have managed to get a decent sample of them, because they probably live out in deep waters, so if they try to shoot one, it's probably just gonna, unless they can grab a small portion of it. So they haven't really been able to study them. This is final. We're just gonna get through the final cutscene, and this is gonna be the end of the episode. I think it's 3. So we're just heading to our new base.
Echo 1 to command. Proceeding through Grey territory. Still no visual on the target. I've located Oscar Company. No survivors on site.
Roger, Echo 1. You're 8 clicks from the target. Proceed on Route Whiskey.
Victor 1, what's the holdup?
Just some debris in the road, sir. Clearing it now.
Negative, Victor 1. Push through. Do you copy? I said keep moving!
So that is a new type of Chimeran. Basically, the equivalent to a special ops team. In and out, very quiet, they don't get seen. Alright, YouTube. Hang on. It is frozen like this. Okay, that's weird. Alright, YouTube, like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. Leave a comment on what game you think I should play next, what you thought about this game, or any tips or hints, things like that. I really want to hear from you guys, and I'm considering doing a speed run, so let me know. It was really fun to play this game again. It brings back a lot of memories from back in the day. I look forward to playing number 3 next. Yeah, if you like the game, just let me know and I'll keep playing it. Alright, YouTube, you know who I am, you know what I do. Catch you later.